Hey y'all, it's me Edie 1988 and I'm here to do a video on oil pulling. I have been oil pulling for exactly 1 month. Yeah, I started on the 25th of last month. So the 25th of this month made exactly 1 month, and I wanted to make sure that I did it long enough to be able to, first of all, see the results, and then second of all, tell you guys about it, because it seems like everybody's doing it lately. I've noticed that maybe over the past, and you're probably gonna hear the kids in the background because they're up with John. But anyway, so it's like the day I decided to do it, it seemed like everybody was doing videos on it and everyone was reviewing it and talking about it, and it was like a fad over the past month. Maybe I just noticed it. So I have been oil pulling for 1 month. There's Candy Bear. And and I decided to because like I said, well, I saw a few people do it. I had a few people, I was talking to a few people about like my tooth sensitivity, like on my molars, because I have a couple of molars that were pretty much reconstructed a couple years ago. I've never had a root canal or anything, but I had a cavity and I got it filled, and the filling actually chipped, and the tooth ended up being like decayed underneath the filling, and I didn't notice it for a long time because it was like, you know, the filling was covering the tooth. There was no sensitivity issue, no nothing. And so I ended up getting what's called a band in that tooth, and it's pretty much rebuilt around the molar. And so I've had sensitivity for the past 2 years, and then I had my braces on. It was just a lot. So I didn't know if my tooth sensitivity was related to the braces or, you know, just my oral well-being. I don't know. I didn't know what it was related to. So I decided to try oil pulling. I started like a couple of weeks before, a week or two before getting my braces off, and I noticed a difference like the first day I started. As y'all know, I did say before that I do whitening toothpaste. I've been using whitening toothpaste for years, and I thought my teeth were white until I began oil pulling. The first day I did it, because like I said, well, I'm a tea drinker. I drink coffee on occasion, but I drink tea daily. And I noticed that my teeth were like a shade whiter, like within that first week. But I definitely noticed a shade difference, or I guess I just noticed them looking brighter, like the first time that I oil pulled, and like by that week it was like a complete shade difference. And I mainly did it for the oral health side of it, but there are a ton of benefits to oil pulling, and I will list them now. So so there are a lot of, as you can see, there are a lot of benefits to oil pulling. My main thing was the oral aspect. But but I've also noticed with oil pulling, I noticed that my nails are so strong, like you can't see. I mean, I have on like black nail polish. You can't tell. But my nails, since being pregnant, like having my babies back to back, and I used to wear acrylic all the time. And my nails were just always really brittle, like unless I was pregnant or something. And now my nails are so strong. Well, I actually had to, these are short for me lately, because over the past month, my nails would never even grow this long, like even a couple months ago, let alone growing long enough to have to cut them. Like these are actually long, these are actually short to me now, because I cut off, like I pretty much cut my nails down a couple of days ago because they were getting too long for me. Like I couldn't do anything with them, with my natural nails, and that's insane to me. So I cut them down now. Like I said, they're what's considered short, but to a lot of people these are long. But they would never grow this long, let alone as long as they were last week before I cut them. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see like the length of my nails. Like when I had the pink manicure, I had a pink manicure with an accent nail. You can see how long they were. So like I said, I had to cut them down because my nails have gotten so long and strong oil pulling. I mean, that's the only thing I can attribute it to, because like I said, I've had brittle, weak nails for years. And as soon as I began this, I noticed a difference, and I have not done anything different besides oil pull. So I'm going to go ahead and attribute it to the oil pulling. I mean, it could be a placebo thing, and I don't know what I'm doing different that, you know, that's causing my nails to grow. I don't know. But anyway, and I've also noticed my skin is really, really clear. I've always, like, I don't have problem skin. Like I may have a pimple here and there, but I don't have really, you know, just, I guess, problems in terms of acne. I do have a few dry patches, but I noticed that my skin is just so clear and supple, and just, oh, it's like people have said I'm glowing lately. And I'm almost like, okay, like I'm not pregnant, so it's got to be the oil pulling because I know I'm not pregnant. So I'm definitely attributing just the glowy factor to oil pulling, because what oil pulling does, it actually, you know, pulls the toxins from your body. It, you know, and I'll tell you, I guess I should tell y'all what oil pulling is. So I'm going to show you what I use. I have this, I mean, you can get any kind of, I use coconut oil, that's my preference. A lot of people, I think, use sesame oil or like a few other different oils. My oil choice is coconut oil, and I have the Trader Joe's brand, as you can see. And so it says it's organic virgin coconut oil, and you want to make sure that you get cold pressed and unrefined. So that's what I have, and you basically take your oil and you take your tablespoon and you dip out a tablespoon, you put it in your mouth, you close your mouth, you allow it to melt, and that usually takes about a minute. And yes, the initial like solid oil is, well, it's a lot at first. It took me probably 3 or 4 days before I didn't gag. All right, y'all, can't open the door. So it took me, like, I think I was saying it took me probably about 3 days or so before I didn't gag with the initial like solid oil. I have a thing with textures, and the texture is a bit much. I know a few people say they melt it down and stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to alter it at all. So I'll let it melt with my body heat. And so I take my tablespoon, I put it in my mouth, and I usually do it. They say it's best to do it on an empty stomach in the morning. So I always do it right before I get in the shower in the morning. And you're supposed to put it in your mouth, let it melt, and just swish it between your teeth, just like mouthwash. You swish it for 20 minutes. And yes, it seems like a lot at first, and it's really hard at first. For me, it was hard not to swallow a little bit or like get used to it. But I mean, you get used to it. And so I switch for 20 minutes. I don't even put on a timer anymore. Like by the time I get in the shower, you know, get ready, and oh, there's my face. By the time I get in the shower and dry off and all that, get my lotion on, then it's been like 20 minutes. So then I just spit it out, and then I brush my teeth with my Tom's of Maine toothpaste. So I know some people brush their teeth with baking soda right after, that kind of thing, but I guess your toothpaste of choice. I guess they say use, I guess, a more natural toothpaste. I guess, I don't know, but so that's what I do. Like I said, I swish it around, a tablespoon around for 20 minutes. Spit it out, and you make sure you spit it into your trash can. You don't want to spit it into the sink or anything that can clog, because it will solidify, or you know, it will solidify as it cools. So so that's it. So that's all you do, and it's really easy, really simple. And like I said, it takes some getting used to, but I mean, I've been doing it for a month now, every day for a month. And like I said, I've noticed such a major difference in my, like, I just feel really healthy. Like I just feel like just overall healthier doing that. Like my skin is nice and soft. Like I said, I hope it's not a placebo. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, so many people that I know have talked about oil pulling, and they have loved it. And my teeth are no longer sensitive. The tooth that has been rebuilt, there's Candy Bear again. The tooth that was rebuilt in the back is no longer sensitive. And so that's awesome. So I would definitely recommend oil pulling. Like I said, I use the Trader Joe's brand. I know there's the Spectrum brand. I've seen a lot. Just make sure it's like, you know, as natural as possible. Like you don't want it to be refined and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that it's as organic as possible. And if you have oil pulled, let me know. Let me know if you're you know, what your results have been. I've had a few people that say, oh, I don't notice a difference. I know a lot of people like me that are like, oh my God, like my teeth are white and my skin is clear and my nails are strong, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm leaning more toward it actually working, just because I've seen what it's done for me. So let me know if you do oil pull. Let me know if you have any more questions about it. Like I said, I've been doing it for a month, but I mean, it's not like there's not too much to go in depth about. But if you have any questions that I don't think I may have covered, then you can ask them below. And so yeah, so I hope y'all are having a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye y'all.